The latest Omicron variant of the coronavirus is on the rise, but many Americans refuse to see COVID as an ongoing threat. So here to discuss what we need to know is epidemiologist Dr. Scott Steinnecker. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, what is the hesitation that you are hearing out in the marketplace?
I think that people think that they're just tired of COVID and that it's now just something that's with us and always going to be with us, and that they no longer need to be worried about it. But that's not close to the truth. We still see a lot of people requiring admission into the hospital due to the new strains, XBB. It's no more lethal than previous strains, but it still makes a lot of people sick.
So as it's on the rise, are you seeing people resist vaccines, just not get them? What's the feeling out there?
We have a lot of folks that just don't trust the vaccines, even though we have the new Novavax vaccine, which is made with technology that's been around for a long, long time. Now, I would also point out that our mRNA vaccines from Pfizer and Moderna have been around for about 20 years and are also available to treat Ebola and other conditions. So it's not like we just pulled it out of our back pocket here over the past year or two, but it's actually been in development for quite a long time.
Well, what are the dangers and the side effects yet of people getting the virus and not having been vaccinated? What do you tell people?
The side effects from vaccination from any of these vaccines are minimal, self-limited, and almost completely resolve across the board. Whereas we see people who get infected with COVID end up with heart attack and stroke and neurologic problems, end up with terrible, debilitating lung disease and scarring that impacts them for the rest of their life. And then we have a lot of folks that go on to develop long COVID. In fact, our clinic has about 650 people in it now with long COVID, where they just continue to have brain fog, muscle pain, fatigue, and can't make it through a workday.
It's hard to hear, isn't it? I know it's going to be discouraging for you to treat these people. So let's talk about who's eligible for the vaccines right now.
Everybody who's over the age of 6 months, who has finished their primary series at least 3 months ago, is eligible for the new updated bivalent vaccine.
And you mentioned the Nova vaccine. Can you explain the difference in that vaccine and the others?
The mRNA vaccine, it gives our body instructions how to make an antibody. And these instructions, the instruction set, the vaccine itself, disappears in our body in about 24 to 48 hours, but programs our immune system to create antibodies that are protective. Novavax takes the virus, pieces of the virus, with an additional stimulant, and we take that all of those pieces and then develop our own antibodies once our immune system is stimulated, picking up those pieces like we would other more traditional vaccines.
It's fascinating science for sure. Where can you send our viewers to learn more and be encouraged to get those vaccines?
I always recommend people go to cdc.gov, and you can learn all kinds of really interesting information, and it's easily accessed, a very, very useful, friendly website. For those people interested in vaccines, go to vaccines.gov, or you can text 438829, or text your zip code to 438829 to be able to get the closest site near you that will offer vaccines.
Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.
And more Lifestyles right after this. Please stay with us.